This has something to do with the Epstein list that came out?
Feels like
That's supposed to be coming out soon. That's supposed to be coming out soon.
Look, this guy's been waiting in his wine cellar.
Yeah.
I've been waiting in my wine cellar for this thing.
A lot of people, including Jimmy Kimmel, are really hoping that doesn't.
All right.
Jimmy Kimmel, you can go shove it. Let me tell you, brother, when you rag on Aaron Rodgers in the exact same way, you do not receive special permissions or qualifications or protections over your own stupid arguments. You put Aaron Rodgers' family in danger when you engage in the same public discourse he does. So you know what that means? Danger for you and your family is a normal part of life. Grow up. Stop crying about it. And if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen because nobody likes you. You're on TV because the corporate press puts you there. That's about it. But I tell you this, you take someone like Jimmy Kimmel, take him off his show, forgettable.
Aaron Rodgers said some very interesting things on the Pat McAfee show recently, talking about Jimmy Kimmel being on the Epstein list, and obviously Jimmy Kimmel isn't going to like that very much. Jimmy Kimmel responded, and then that caused a ton of backlash. That caused people such as Timpool and a lot of others that we'll go into in this video respond to Jimmy Kimmel and absolutely tear him apart. Let's first check out the original clip from Aaron Rodgers talking about Jimmy Kimmel being on that certain list that we're going to talk about in this video, and then we'll get into Jimmy Kimmel's reaction and then get into the backlash to Jimmy Kimmel's reaction.
Bring it up, Foxy or somebody back there.
Seats on it.
Bring up Super Bowl 58.
You'll see it.
The emblem, put it on the screen. And then bring up 57 and 56.
This has something to do with the Epstein list that came out?
Feels like
That's supposed to be coming out soon. That's supposed to be coming out soon.
Look, this guy's been waiting in his wine cellar.
Yeah.
I've been waiting in my wine cellar for this thing.
A lot of people, including Jimmy Kimmel, are really hoping that doesn't.
All right. Obviously, a clip from this particular program was run on Jimmy Kimmel's show whenever Aaron brought up the list, and then Jimmy mocked him for it. Aaron has not forgotten about that, but here we are sitting right in front of that nice bottle of scotch. What do you say? I'm waiting to celebrate something.
Oh, yeah.
He's been waiting
That's
for
the one.
You've been waiting for
Hey, I'll tell you what, if that list comes out, I definitely will be popping some sort of bottle.
Hey, you've been calling for it for a few years now.
So that's pretty much the clip of Aaron Rodgers kind of joking about Jimmy Kimmel being on the Epstein list. It's because Jimmy Kimmel kind of roasted him on Jimmy Kimmel's show, which barely anybody watches. But in my opinion, I think it was pretty harmless. You know, I don't think Aaron Rodgers was being serious. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. But I think he was halfway joking. Maybe he's like, it's a possibility. Obviously, it is a possibility that Jimmy Kimmel could be on the list. But for me, it seems like Aaron Rodgers was somewhat joking about it, you know, having fun with it because Jimmy Kimmel roasted him on his show. Then Aaron Rodgers just took the opportunity to kind of poke fun at Jimmy Kimmel. But Jimmy Kimmel did not take very lightly to that. Here is what Jimmy Kimmel had to say in response to this clip. He actually quote tweeted that very tweet that I was talking about there. And he said, "Dear asshole," with 2 A's. Get it? Because Aaron Rodgers. "For the record, I've not met, flown with, visited, or had any contact whatsoever with that guy, nor will you ever find my name on any list. Other than the clearly phony nonsense that soft-brained wackos like yourself can't seem to distinguish from reality, your reckless words put my family in danger. Keep it up. We will debate the facts further in court." For someone who's supposed to be funny, the guy sure can't take any sort of joke. Like, this guy had an absolute meltdown because, in my opinion, a joke that Aaron Rodgers said. Like, obviously, Aaron Rodgers, to me, was trying to make fun of the situation. He was not trying to actually say that Jimmy Kimmel was involved with that guy. But I mean, it is a possibility, but it was very obvious to me that Aaron Rodgers was joking. He was smiling. He was kind of giggling. And Jimmy Kimmel just goes straight to, "I will see you in court, Aaron Rodgers." Like, these people, like Jimmy Kimmel and the rest of them, they hate people like Aaron Rodgers. You can just tell. As anytime Aaron Rodgers says anything that's not about football, anything about like politics or anything going on, current events in the world, they lose their minds because people with platforms like Aaron Rodgers are normally scared to say stuff like this, are normally scared to talk about the Epstein list, are normally scared to talk about the jab and lockdowns and stuff like that. They're normally scared to talk about those things. Aaron Rodgers isn't, and he calls out the BS. He's not scared to look into things further, to look into conspiracy theories further. He's not scared of those things. And whenever you go against the narrative and you have a large platform, you will get shunned from the elites, from people like Jimmy Kimmel. You will get shunned from those people. You will get taken to court for saying a joke. But obviously you can see the ratio on this, not very good. 44,000 replies to 177,000 likes. Mostly peaceful memes responded and said, isn't this basically what you did with Trump and Russia? Made wild, unfounded accusations that put him and his family in danger. It's true, you can do it to anybody else, but whenever you go against their narrative, that's when they take you to court. Anyway, let's check out what Timpool had to say in response to this whole Aaron Rodgers versus Jimmy Kimmel situation. Let's check out this clip.
Yeah, so anyway, Aaron brings up the list and Jimmy Kimmel starts insulting him. So Aaron Rodgers is like, he must be on the list. He must be terrified. Now, Jimmy Kimmel says, dear a-hole, for the record, I've not met, flown with, visited, or had any contact whatsoever with Epstein, nor will you find my name on any list other than the clearly phony nonsense that soft-brained wackos like yourself can't seem to distinguish from reality. Your reckless words put my family in danger. Keep it up, and we will debate the facts further in court. Jimmy Kimmel, you can go shove it. Let me tell you, brother, when you rag on Aaron Rodgers in the exact same way, you do not receive special permissions or qualifications or protections over your own stupid arguments. You put Aaron Rodgers' family in danger when you engage in the same public discourse he does. So you know what that means? Danger for you and your family is a normal part of life. Grow up. Stop crying about it. And if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen because nobody likes you. You're on TV because the corporate press puts you there. That's about it. But I tell you this, you take someone like Jimmy Kimmel, take him off his show, forgettable. It's forgettable.
He's the anti-comedy.
To me, Jimmy Kimmel's show and the rest of those late night talk shows that don't make any sense why they're still airing are kind of there with The View, where I just don't understand how they're profitable. I don't understand who watches Jimmy Kimmel's late night show. I don't get who watches these shows. If I'm completely missing something, please let me know, because I don't know how these shows are still on the air unless they truly are just psyops, unless they truly are just there for political reasons, for political positioning. I don't think there's any way that Jimmy Kimmel's show is profitable. Like, I don't understand why all these celebrities go unless they're getting paid a ton of money to go on Jimmy Kimmel's show. I don't understand why anyone with any sort of large audience would ever go on Jimmy Kimmel's show, because nobody watches it. Like, people will watch clips from it whenever he says something stupid like this, but nobody watches, nobody like sits down and says, oh, it's 8 o'clock tonight, time for Jimmy Kimmel. Like, nobody does that, dude. So I don't understand how any of these late night shows, I don't understand how The View airs, how Jimmy Kimmel airs, any of these people. Like, nobody likes Jimmy Kimmel. Nobody finds him funny anymore, or if they ever did. Nobody cares about his political opinions, which he seems to like to talk about, just like The View does over and over again. For some reason, these people who are supposed to be funny, The View's not even supposed to be funny. I don't understand why The View is even a thing. But Jimmy Kimmel is supposed to be funny. Sure talks about politics a lot, and sure gets very, very angry and can't take a joke when it comes to politics. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't understand why Jimmy Kimmel's still in the air. If you understand, if you know, let me know in the comments why that is. Let me know in the comments what you also think about what Aaron Rodgers had to say on the Pat McAfee show. In my opinion, it was a joke. It was him having fun with the situation. Obviously, Jimmy Kimmel had fun with a clip prior of Aaron Rodgers on the Pat McAfee show. So Aaron Rodgers took this time to have fun with Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel just has a meltdown and says, I'll see you in court. Let me know in the comments if you also think that Aaron Rodgers was joking on the Pat McAfee show. What do you think about the responses to the situation from people like Timpool? Let me know what you think about the entire situation in the comments. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos just like this one, and I hope to see you in the next one.